We're often taught that showing pain is a sign of weakness, that we should hide our struggles and put on a brave face. But feeling pain is actually one of the most human and natural experiences. It's not a flaw or a failure. Pain means we care. It means we're alive. What is truly weak, though, is hiding that pain, bearing it so deep inside that it consumes us quietly. When we hide our struggles, we isolate ourselves and miss out on the healing and support that come from being honest. So let's change the story. It's not weakness to feel pain. It's hiding it that holds us back. Real strength is found in courage, in acknowledging our pain and reaching out for help when we need it. In this video, we're going to talk about it's not weakness to feel pain. It's hiding it that weakness you. Before we start the video, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Let's start the video. Understanding pain. Pain isn't just physical, it's emotional, mental, and sometimes spiritual. It shows up as grief, sadness, disappointment, anxiety, and fear. Everyone experiences pain at some point. Loss of a loved one, heartbreak, failure, or even the quiet struggles of daily life. The first step to strength is recognizing that pain is part of being alive. It signals that something matters deeply to us. Pain reminds us that we're human, but society often teaches us to avoid pain at all costs. We're told to be strong, tough it out, or move on. Sometimes we're shamed for crying or asking for help. These messages lead many to hide their pain, isolate themselves, or put on a brave face while suffering silently. But hiding pain doesn't make it disappear. It often makes it worse. Why hiding pain is actually weakness. Hiding pain can look like pretending everything is okay, avoiding difficult conversations, or numbing emotions with distractions like work, substances, or unhealthy habits. This avoidance might seem like strength on the surface, but it's actually a form of weakness because it disconnects us from ourselves and others. When we hide our pain, we carry the weight alone. It isolates us, builds emotional walls, and stops us from processing and healing. This kind of emotional hiding creates vulnerability to deeper issues like anxiety, depression, or burnout. It also hinders authentic relationships, because if we're not honest about our struggles, those around us can't truly support or understand us. True strength comes from facing pain, not fleeing it. It means having the courage to acknowledge how we feel, even when it's uncomfortable or scary. It's opening up and asking for help, knowing that vulnerability builds connection and resilience. The power of vulnerability. We often think of vulnerability as a weakness, something to avoid at all costs. We're taught to put on a strong front, to hide our fears, doubts, and pain. But in reality, vulnerability is one of the greatest sources of strength we have. Vulnerability means showing up and being seen, even when there are no guarantees, even when we risk being judged or hurt. It's about being honest with ourselves and others about who we truly are, including our struggles and imperfections. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we open the door to deeper connection. We invite empathy, understanding, and support. We create space for authentic relationships built on trust. Moreover, vulnerability is the birthplace of creativity, growth, and courage. It takes vulnerability to take risks, to try something new, and to learn from failure. Without it, we stay stuck in safe patterns and miss opportunities to evolve. So embracing vulnerability isn't about exposing ourselves recklessly. It's about having the courage to be real, to acknowledge our emotions, to ask for help when we need it, and to stand tall in our truth. In a world that often prizes toughness, vulnerability reminds us that true strength lies in being human, imperfect, open, and brave. How to stop hiding pain and start healing. So how do we stop hiding pain and start embracing it with strength? Here are some practical steps. Acknowledge your feelings. The first step is simply noticing what you're feeling, without judgment. Give yourself permission to feel whatever comes up, whether it's sadness, anger, or fear. Find safe spaces. Share your pain with trusted people, friends, family, or professionals. Having a safe place to express yourself can be life-changing. Practice self-compassion. Be gentle with yourself. Pain is part of being human, not a flaw or failure. Speak kindly to yourself just as you would to someone you care about. Use creative outlets. Sometimes words aren't enough. Journaling, art, music, or movement can help you process emotions in a nonverbal way. Seek professional help when needed. Therapy or counseling can provide tools and support to work through pain effectively. Remember, healing is a journey, not a destination. It takes time, patience, and courage. Encouragement and closing. As you move forward on your journey, I want you to remember something incredibly important. Vulnerability is not a weakness. It is the greatest form of courage. It takes real strength to show up as your authentic self, to acknowledge your pain, your fears, and your imperfections without shame. Life will challenge you, and there will be moments when you feel overwhelmed, lost, or broken. But those moments are not the end of your story. They are the beginning of transformation. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you open the door to healing, connection, and growth. You give others permission to be real too, creating bonds rooted in honesty and compassion. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it, and don't feel like you have to carry your burdens alone. Sharing your struggles isn't a sign of failure. It's a sign of bravery. It means you're willing to lean into discomfort for the sake of your well-being. Remember that you are not defined by your pain or your setbacks, but by how you choose to rise above them. Every small step you take in embracing your truth builds resilience and brings you closer to living a life filled with meaning and joy. Be gentle with yourself on this path. Healing isn't linear, and progress often comes with ups and downs. Celebrate your courage to keep going, even when it feels hard. Surround yourself with people who lift you up and remind you of your worth. Trust in the power of vulnerability to transform not just your life, but the lives of those around you. In the end, the greatest gift you can give yourself and the world is your authentic, imperfect, and beautifully human self. Keep shining your light, because you matter, and your story matters. Conclusion. In conclusion, feeling pain is not a sign of weakness. It's an essential part of being human. It shows that you're alive, that you care, and that you're connected to your experiences and emotions. The real weakness lies in hiding that pain, in pretending it doesn't exist or pushing it deep inside where it can grow heavier and harder to bear. When we hide our pain, we isolate ourselves and miss out on the healing power of connection and vulnerability. True strength comes from embracing your pain openly and honestly, acknowledging it, sharing it when you can, and allowing yourself the compassion you deserve. This courage to be vulnerable not only frees you, but also invites support, growth, and deeper relationships. So the next time you feel pain, remind yourself, it's okay to feel, it's okay to ask for help, and it's okay to be human. Because in embracing your pain, you find your real strength. I hope you enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel for future updates. See you in the next video.